everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Deborah and this is Stitch the Stash. Today is Saturday, April 27th. We are in the last few days of April and I cannot believe it. Where has the time gone? It's been crazy. I have been gone for a little bit longer than I had intended. The last time I spoke with you, I was heading to Georgia to be with my family, be with my parents for a week, and I came back and I have not had a chance to record a video until today. And I was originally thinking that I was missing my sunshine daylight opportunity because it got very, very cloudy here because it's going to rain all day tomorrow. And all of a sudden the sunshine came back out so late in the afternoon because it's about 3:58 p.m. So I would like to welcome any new viewers to my channel. I hope you enjoy what I have to share with you. My channel is all about cross-stitching and maybe eventually, I keep saying this, knitting and quilting down the road. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I truly appreciate every single one of you. And I have a lot to share today and I'm going to try to get through it very quickly. I have been sick. I am still sick. I was out of work for Monday and Tuesday of this week. I back to work on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday because I had to. And you know, when you're sick, working does not always necessarily make you feel better. So, what do I have? I have finishes. I have lots of whips. I have some haul. And I also have a little bit of stitchy kindness that I received. So let's go ahead and get started. What shall we start with? Well, let's go ahead and start with a little bit of a throwback piece because when I was home visiting my parents in Georgia, they sold their house a week before I went to visit, and then the first 2 days I was there, we did some house hunting for them. On the second day, we found a house for them. They put in an offer. The offer was accepted, and so then the remainder of the 6 days that I was there, helped my mother, my sister and I helped my mother go through all of her stuff and purge and pack, and we came across some of her old finished cross-stitch pieces, and this one happens to be for me, and this is going to just tell you how long she's had it in her possession because it is the Precious Moments Graduate Girl. And as you can see on the diploma, it says 1990. I graduated high school in 1990, and my mother cross-stitched this for me. Not that I'm aware of. I don't ever remember her giving it to me unfinished, FFO'd. But this happened to be in a pile of cross-stitch pieces that she completed that she was holding on to because they needed her signature. And as you can see, her signature is not on here, but she went ahead and sent it home with me, and I'm going to go ahead and frame it and go ahead and put her her signature on the back of the piece. But isn't it beautiful? And I remember when I graduated high school, she also gave me the Precious Moments graduate figurine. So super, super adorable. I love it. It is on an even weave, a cream even weave, I think a 32 count. But super cute. So I have another piece of my mother's cross stitching to add to my collection. All right, so that was a little bit of a blast from the past. So before I went down to Georgia, I had posted a picture on Instagram of all of my cross-stitch projects that I was considering bringing with me. And in that picture, there were 9 projects. And I ended up packing 10 total. They all went in my backpack and I brought them down with me. And during the 8 days that I was there, I cross-stitched every day except for the first day I was there. And I managed to touch 7 of the 10 projects. and 3 of the 7 I finished. So even though we were extremely busy, I did sit down with my mother every evening and cross stitch. Before everyone got up in the mornings, after I had breakfast, I would sit down by myself on the couch and do some cross stitching. So I really wanted to get as much progress on my pieces while I was away, even though it was kind of a working vacation because, you know, we did a lot to get my parents' house packed up before I came back here. So the first finish I have is by Little House Needleworks, and it's the February from the monthly thread packs. And here we are. I absolutely love this. I ended up finishing this on March 29th. The fabric is a 28 count Lugana in mushroom, and the last time I showed it to you, I had made a color substitution, and that was I brought in the Classic Colorworks Pink Posy, and all the border where you see the pink posy, it was supposed to be white, so I added the pink. All these hearts across the bottom were supposed to be Cupid, and I alternated with the pink posy and Cupid. And then these flowers right here on both sides of the house was also supposed to be Cupid, but I went ahead and put in the pink posy. And I am so happy with how it turned out. I will be starting my next one, which will not be March, but I'm going to go ahead and do February because magical stitches. All right, so my second finish while I was there happens to be Lizzie Kate's Coming to Town Santa 11. And I stitched this on 18 count Ada by Picture This Plus in the color Cherub. And we started this with Deb and Kev from Snug Harbor Crafts the day after Thanksgiving. They were doing Coming to Town sale. I did start it, and I'm very late to the finish, but that's okay. It's all done except for the buttons, but I'm calling this a finish, and I'm not sure how I'm going to FFO it. I'm thinking I'm going to be making it into a flat fold, but we shall see. My next finish is Little House Needleworks. It's the Little Sheep Virtues, and it was the third one in the series, and it is Peace. And it's right here. I ended up finishing that like my second morning. I was there when I sat to cross stitch. I finished it on March 23rd. No, I'm sorry, guys. I'm looking at the wrong parts of my notes. I finished February, Little House Needleworks on March 31st. I finished Coming to Town on April 2nd, and then I finished this on April 1st. I was looking at the wrong part of my notes. But I absolutely love how this turned out. It is on 28 count Lugana in wheat. Super love it. I did not work on it for magical stitches. I just worked on it because I wanted to, and I wanted to get it done. And I was able to leave the pattern with my sister because she's borrowing them because she's stitching them the same way I am. And I've decided that on the red border that I'm adding around it, I'm going to just do it around the outer boxes. I originally was contemplating whether or not I wanted to put it between each of the little boxes, and after talking with my mother and my sister, we decided that it would just look best with the main border going around it. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to come down right here and start the fourth one, which is Courage. But that is 3 finishes while I was away. And that did give me some cash from Stitch from Stash. February and Peace from Little House Needleworks. Those are $5 finishes because they're mini finishes. And then the Coming to Town style Lizzie Kate, that was a $14 finish. And then once I add the beads, I'm giving myself another $1.40. However, I think I'm pretty much out of Stitch from Stash for the first part of this year. As we know, if you watched my past videos, you saw that market got me good. So that's okay. I'm not officially participating with the group, and I know that they do it 2 sessions during the year, so I will pick it back up when they start again in, I believe, July. All right, so what else have I been working on? Because everything else is my whips. All right, and here on out, everything is for magical stitches. I'm just not going to go over all the assignments because there's way too many, and I'm sure a lot of you have already heard them from other Flosstubers and people who are participating in it, so I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I've been working on. The first one is Lizzie Kate Cat Lessons for People. Love it, love it, love it. I started it for Mania last year, and I'm hoping to definitely get it done this year. I will get it done this year. That's a promise. So here's a picture where you last saw it. I am stitching it on a 18 count Ada in the color Country Vintage Mocha, and this is where we're at today. Right here. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. When I worked on it down in Georgia, it was for Magical Stitches assignment, and then I just kept stitching on it. I'm going to be taking a lot of water breaks because my throat is drying out, so I apologize. Super cute. Love it. I will be definitely picking this back up for more assignments. And I believe even for the extra credit in May and June. All right, and the next project I worked on is Stacy Nash Primitives, and it is the Snippets of Mary Bear's Sampler. I absolutely love it. This is the first project that I did a complete conversion. I've changed the fabric in all 3 colors, and I love how it's turning out. Here's where it was the last time you saw it. I am stitching it on a 32 count Belfast linen by Silk Weaver, and it's a solo die, so that means the color cannot be repeated. And here is where we're at. I absolutely am in love. Love, 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 love. I have reached the halfway point. Hold please. I have reached the halfway point, and this is definitely going to be a finish sooner rather than later. So all 3 colors are there, and in the past videos I had mentioned I was contemplating between a color in cotton, thread color, or a Victoria Motto thread color for these smaller flowers, and I ended up going with the color in cotton one. But I super love it. Can't wait to get this one done. I am hoping to finish it in a tray. Maybe something not as deep as this one, but it would be kind of cool to have it in a tray like that. So, the next project I worked on was Madame Chantilly's I Want a Black Cat. Such a cute pattern. Here is where you last saw it. I am stitching it on a 32 count Belfast linen in Stormy Night. And I finally have color other than black. And I think it's super cute. I have the broom, I have the cauldron, I have the crystal ball. It just needs this back stitching, and then that's a paint can that I started. Super cute. I hope to have it finished this year. It's stitching up pretty fast, and I'm trying to work it into as many magical stitches assignments as I possibly can to get it closer to a finish. All right, so then the next project I worked on while I was in Georgia was Ice Cats by Soda Stitch. Love this, super cute. This is where I was at the last time you saw it. I am stitching it on a 28 count Lugana. It is dyed by Hand Dyed Happiness, and the color is Strawberry Jam. And let me just fold it a little bit better. This is where we're at. I have a kitty. I loved working on this. I could not put this one down when I was down home in Georgia, and I continued to work on it as much as I possibly could while I was there. And not much left to do. The cat is almost finished, and then I just have a bunch of back stitching, and then I can move on to one of the other kitties. Super cute. A little weird looking without its eyes, but that's okay. It's progress. The next project I worked on was The Mad Hatter by Brooke's Books Publishing, and it is part of the Wonderland collection. I picked him up for this week's homework assignment. Here is a picture of where it was the last time you saw it. I am stitching it on 28 count Joblin in the color Denim, and this is where we're at. Just trying to fold it so you can just see this section right here is the Mad Hatter. And I stitched all green threads because that was one of the assignments we could choose from, and I had to put 300 stitches in on green thread. And I used 5 different colored greens to get this done. Super love it. And you've seen the whole piece before. The first piece right here is going to be Alice, then the Mad Hatter, and then the White Rabbit. And then there will be a 4th one. And then, as you can see, there's 12 pieces that are going to go on here, and it's huge. And so I'm going to be putting it back on my scroll frame now that I'm home and not traveling with it. All right, then the next project was a new start because I needed to stitch on a building. So what did I pull out? It is Button Box. Let me get to the page, pardon me. Button Box by Blackbird Designs. I will get there. I have Shanna over in the chair over here, and she's distracting me. This is my very first Blackbird design to stitch on, and I absolutely love it. I am stitching it on a 32 count linen, and it is by Barbara Creations, and the color is Brick Dust, and really pretty color. And this is my tiny start. We had to stitch on a building, and all 300 stitches had to be on the building. So I started in the bottom left-hand corner and put in this really pretty gray, and which is the sidewalk. And then I turned and put in over 300 stitches on the mortar on the house. Super love how this is going to be turning out so far. I love the fabric. All right, so then the last project that I worked on, pardon me, I haven't finished. It is for Magical Stitches March, April extra credits, and laughing because Shanna's sitting in this chair on top of a bunch of kitted projects, and she decided to lay down, and she's now taking a bath. She went to the vet today and got her shots, so she is being very calm while I'm recording this video, which I am very thankful for, because normally she'd be sitting all over my projects and I wouldn't be able to show them to you. All right, so what is the next project that I'm working on? It is Bloom Where You're Planted by With Thy Needle and Thread. Like I said, I am stitching this for a March, April extra credit assignment. I have to put 500 stitches in on this. I am 100 stitches away from finishing the assignment. And since we only have like 3 days left to the month, I need to get at least those stitches in and have, I think will be my 5th extra credit assignment completed. I'm hoping for one more, but we'll see. But yes, love this project. This is where it was at the last time you saw it. I am stitching it on a 32 count linen by R&R, and it is the color Espresso. And this is where it's at. I just need to fill in the center of this flower. All the greenery is done on it, and then I started on the flower next door, and this is the leaf greenery that goes with this flower. So, getting closer, not quite 50% done for completion, but this is something that I definitely want to get done sooner than later, because I love it, and I want to get it framed so I can admire it and put a smile on my face every time I see it. I am doing the red is by Weeks Dye Works, and the color Brick is not the called for. And I originally purchased, I only purchased one, but I need a second one because I'm only halfway done with the red color and I ran out. But I have more in my stash, so it's all good. All right. So that is all of my current works in progress. So what shall we move on to next? Let's move on to purchases. All right, so let's first go over my monthly clubs. I participate in the Victorian Motto thread clubs. I have color and cotton, thread, and fabric clubs I belong to. So the first up is my Victorian Motto threads for the month. And these are the primitives. And I have some sunshine coming in, so we may get some sunlight streaks. Really, really pretty, soft colors this month, and this is a nice, pretty buttery yellow. Hold them back here. So these are the primitives. What color is this? Oh, this is honey blonde. Really pretty. I haven't taken these out of the plastic yet to admire, so very pretty. And then I also have the limited editions, which are brighter, and these are screaming spring at me. Absolutely love them. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Love, 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 love. Let's go through these ones. This one is called Green Cavern. This is Sunlit Wheat Field, really pretty. This is Firehouse Red. It's an orangey red, very pretty. This one is Soft Petunia. And I know that in my Stacy Nash Primitives Snippets of Mary Bear sampler, I'm using a petunia. I don't know if it's soft petunia, but it's a petunia. And then this is Summer Carnation. It is a peachy pink. It's definitely pink. There we go. Yeah, definitely pink. Really pretty. And then this Prim Early Greens, a really pretty green. I can definitely see myself substituting these into a lot of different patterns. All right, so then I just want to put these where Shanna won't get to them because she is eyeing them because she's no longer sitting on my stuff in the chair because I moved her. And so now she is sitting right next to the monitor, and she loves threads, so she's keeping her eye on everything. All right. I then have my Color and Cotton monthly fabrics. I get both the Primitives and the Brights. I'm not sure what it's called. But the first one is, and both my linens are 32 count Belfast linen. And this one is the color Biscotti. Color Biscotti. It's a really pretty yellowy color. It's very, very pretty neutral, but it's going to be washed out on my screen. And then the other color is a goldenrod, a really pretty lemony yellow, soft lemony yellow. Very pretty. And then I got my threads. And I get all three. I get the prims, I get the brights, and then I get all colors. The first ones are, I believe these are the primitives. Really, really pretty. I'm not going to go through all the colors. If you want to know what they are, please let me know, and I'll be happy to show them in a future video. But really pretty. And then these are the brights. Let me straighten them out. Ugh, love these. Ugh, stunning, 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 stunning. This, yeah, they're close in the screen. They're close. Nope, sun. Really pretty. And then these are all colors. And here we go. Really pretty. I love stitching with Color and Cotton. Now that I'm using them in my Stacy Nash Primitives piece, they're a delight to stitch with. Absolutely love them. All right. So that's all of my fabric and thread clubs for the month. No, I lie, because I haven't received my latest Under the Sea fabrics. You have to forgive me. I also have a pounding headache. I've been dealing with headaches for since yesterday, on top of all my other stuff. All right. So I had placed an order with Luminous Fiber Arts. That's Misty Purcell. She had released her latest pattern. It is so cute. I had to have it. It's called So Tweet. Isn't that adorable? And I also got her the Weeks Dye Works thread pack that goes with it. She sold it. I picked it up in her shop because it's so cute. And why I was there, because she also does she dyes fabric, so whenever she does an update, it goes very quickly, and I picked up a couple of pieces of her fabric. This one, they're both 32 count linen, and this one is called Soft Sea. It's a really it's more blue in the screen. It's actually green. It's a really pretty robin egg blue green. Really pretty. And then I picked up, it's a pink, and it's called Petal. And it's actually brighter in person than what it's showing up on screen. Really pretty. I love her her dyes. Very, very, very pretty. Try not to use the same words, but my I had with 1, 2, 3 Stitch a couple patterns that said, please let me know when you get them in. This is one of them, and this is by the Victoria Sampler, and it's the Easter Egg Hunt Sampler. And I fell in love with this when I saw it on another FlossTube, and I think it was Shady Trees Stitcher was showing it, and I thought it was just beautiful. I did not get the accessory thread pack to go with it because I don't think I'm going to stitch it as one piece. I know, like this right here with the cat and the bee scap, I think it would just be super adorable as done small individual motifs. So, and I know I'm going to start with that one. But really cute. Love it. Then I did get a couple other patterns from them. This is La Di Da, Cat and Dog. Because you know, me and cats. And I know people who have dogs. We eventually want to get a dog. Need a house with a yard, fenced-in yard first. And then I got another one from La Di Da and Spring Hair. And when I first saw this, I was like, it's cute. Not sure if I want to stitch it. Then Vanna Pfeiffer showed it in one of her recent videos. It was super cute. But then I saw it, Darlene from So Grateful, in one of her earlier videos, she had shared this. This was before Easter, obviously, because it was in March, at least. And she stitched this, but in really brighter colors. And so she did pinks. And I can't remember if it was white and pinks. Don't remember 100%. But I'm definitely going to brighten it up. Love it. All right. Then I got from That's So Kelly. I purchased one of her limited edition Bitsy Bobs, and I got the bee. Super, super cute. Let me open it up because this is the outside. Really, really pretty. And then on the inside, look at that. And if I understand correctly, all these, like the images, bees, and all this back here, Kelly designed, and then she printed it on fabric. And super cute. And then you have a little, really cute. You can use scissor fob, and then you have a little thread keep that came with it. Love it. You know me and my Bitsy Bob addiction. What's another one? It will get used. It will get used. All right. Now, what I have left is I won a couple of auctions. The first auction I won, Sam from Mind My Needle. She lives in New Zealand, and she makes project bags, and when the terrorist attack happened in New Zealand, she decided to go ahead and make a bunch of different project bags, and she set them up for auctions. And if you won, the money goes to the I believe it was set up for the victims of the terrorist attack. And I won one of her bags, and I think it's so pretty. I love this fabric. It's got a little flap on it, this really pretty green fabric on the inside. It's a nice little pouch. And here's her card. Samantha from Mind My Needle. She does have a floss tube. She has lots of pretty projects. We have similar tastes, and love it, love it, love it. This bag is just love. And I think I'm going to either put snaps on it or I'm going to put Velcro on it because I need to keep little kitties out of it. Love it. All right, and then I had won another auction. Michelle Bendy, you know, every week she puts auction items up for grabs. Every month she supports a different charity, and this charity my brain is not working because I have such a headache, and I want to say that the charity is for the floodings to benefit this individuals, which I should have looked this up before I began to talk. Okay, so the information is it benefits Kathleen Salik's local community theater. It was devastated during the recent floods in Nebraska. And since it was being a small community theater, they can use all the help that they can get. So this month's auction items, month of April auction items goes to benefit that group. And I won this auction. I didn't think I was going to win it because it ended the morning I flew to Georgia, and all the auctions end at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because that's where Michelle lives on the West Coast. I am on the East Coast, so that is 9 a.m. for me. I had a 8 a.m. flight to Georgia, so before I got disconnected when I flew into the air, I placed my last bid, and when I landed, I was shocked to see that I had won. And what did I win? These are these Shepherd's Bush bags. So let's show this one. This one is Grateful Heart, and it comes with all the stuffs, and you sew the pattern onto the bag, and all the stuff's right there. That one's cute, but I love this one. Busy Bee Project Bag. Isn't that adorable? And all the stuffs with the bag. And what I love about this is once you do it on the bag, depending on how much thread you have left, or you could just pick your own threads from your own stash and you can restitch it on something else. Super cute. And then everything that comes with these auctions, Kathleen put together a little needle keep. So this is the one I got. A cloud with a sunshine charm on it. Super cute. Love it. So that I was completely shocked that I had won. All right. So what is next? I have a little bit of stitchy kindness. Okay, I wasn't done with purchases. I completely forgot. I had these sitting to the side and I didn't see them. That's okay. I had placed an order with Forest Embroidery. They are located in Russia, and I had learned, I believe in my last video or the video before, I had learned from Julie from Kansas City Girl in Colorado World that they opened up an English site. And I believe I showed you a couple of PDF patterns I had purchased, but I said I was waiting on a couple of kits, and the kits came while I was in Georgia, and I forgot to show them to you. And of course, I don't have the piece of paper that tells me what the English name is for these kits. But this is the first one. And it is kind of like under the sea. There's fishies, there's seahorses. Really, really pretty. It comes with all the stuffs inside, all the fabric, all the threads, needle minder. If you would like to see an unboxing of these, let me know in the comments, and I'll be happy to show these in closer detail. I'm really, really impressed with them. So just let me know in the comments if you want a unboxing of these, and I'll do a separate video just showing what's in both of these. Just let me know. But then I also got this one, and I believe this one's called Cat Colony. The sun, it is adorable. All the little kitties, like a kitty farm. Love it. All right, so when I went down to Georgia, my sister had purchased something for me. I had requested it because I could not find it here. So we did a little trade. She bought me the magazine, and then I brought her some fabric. And what I wanted was the March issue of the Cross Stitcher magazine. This is a great issue for me. I wanted it for this pattern mainly because when I saw that, I believe Helen D showed this on Instagram, and I'm like, I need to stitch that in my life. It's all about hot chocolate. Yes, yes, yes. But there's also a lot of cute cat patterns, and this is owls, but there's a cat sitting in there in disguise. Really great issue. Love it. And you never know, because when you purchase these, they're all in plastic, so you never know 100% what you're getting inside, and this issue was actually a very good issue. All right, so now I'm on to Stitchy Kindness. Again, when I was home in Georgia, we helped my mother, my sister and I helped my mother go through all of her craft stuff and help purge, pack, help her, decide what she wanted to keep. And we came across all of her cross-stitching stuff because she's been cross-stitching since early 80s. I learned in the early 80s also. And she gifted me some kits, some patterns. Things, and some of these she was just going to go ahead and donate, and I went through and I decided I wanted to keep them. So I'm going to go through real quickly some of the items I came home with from my mother. Okay, this is by SLQ Designs, and it's called Blue Jays in Winter. Love, 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 love it. And it's from 1993. But it's not dated, in my opinion. Love it. And then she knows I love cardinals, so I came home with these 2 cardinal patterns. What is the date on this? Is there a date? There is no copyright date. Guarantee it's from the 90s too. It's super cute, so I came home with these. I came home with Captivating Cats, and you can see that she bought it from the Needleworks shop in Raleigh, North Carolina when we lived there. They're probably not in business anymore. I have no idea. I didn't even look them up. But she also has some even weave fabric in here, white, because she was going to stitch this little kitty with yarn. So I'm going to stitch the little kitty with yarn. And there's actually, isn't it cute? Super cute. But when I was looking through it, I came across another kitty in here, which is super cute, and I'm going to stitch it also. And it's this kitty in the basket of flowers. But what I find hilarious is this cat is in a basket of irises. And irises are deadly to cats. So I'm wondering if this kitty survived. I'm going to say yes, it did. But it's so cute. So I will stitch that one also. Lots of cute cat patterns in this one. I need to clone myself so I can stitch more while working. All right, and then she had come across a couple of kits that she had. She gave one to my sister and one to me. And it is from Lenart. Lenart, and it's this beautiful cat with roses. And it comes with the linen, which is really nice linen. All the pattern and everything in there. And then she had this one, which trying to get a glare, which is this beautiful woman in this flowy. She reminds me of a little bohemian. She gave that one to my sister. But this one's also beautiful too. Hello. Pretty, pretty, pretty. So I came home with that. My mother had a couple of these patterns in her stash, and she gave one to me, and it's by Butternut Road, and it is called Catch the Wind. I have seen this recently on Facebook. Someone had stitched this. Super cute. Then I came home with this Busilla kit, and it's called Mad Bluebird. Love it. I will replace the Ada. And then she had multiples of these kits. She gave one to me, and I believe my sister is actually currently stitching this one, but it's by Sunset, and it's called Love Sews a Bond. And it's really cute. That's going to be a lot of work, but it's really cute, and I think it will look adorable in my future dedicated craft room when I'm not sharing it as an office with my husband. Super cute. I will replace the Ada. Okay, sip of water. The last thing I came home with was when I was little, we lived in England. My dad worked for IBM, and an opportunity came available to go live in England. I think it was at least a year. I was a baby, and it was between my father and someone else, and my father is married with 6 children, and IBM selected us to go to live in England. And when we were there, we traveled all over the country. I don't have memories of it. I have select memories of living there, and but the rest of the memories I have is from all the family slides that we used to sit down as a family every now and then, and my father would project the images onto the wall, and we would sit, and I would listen to my siblings and my parents talk about it, and so those were my memories. So in Germany, because there's a shop, I don't know, I'm assuming it's a shop that will do your coat of arms. And my maiden name is Klump, K-L-U-M-P-P, and it's German. So my mother had found in Germany the coat of arms for our last name. And it's a full kit. Comes with Ada and all the threads, and there's the coat of arms pattern in here, and then there's a section. They also give you the alphabet charted out, and you have to use that to put the information in the center of the coat of arms. And so my mother had every intention of stitching this, but if you look at the pattern, it's all handwritten, and it's not as clear, like the instructions. I don't even think there's instructions. You just kind of have to figure it out. So my mother gave it to me to stitch up. And what's nice is I should have enough to do more than one. I mean, that's a lot of thread. But we'll see. So I'm going to do that. And I don't know when, but maybe I'll get it done in time to stitch it up and give it to my father. We'll see. All right, so those are just a few of the things I came home with from helping my mother go through her projects and everything. We found so much beautiful, beautiful pieces my mother had been stitching on there. We found a mirror that she had done. And what's great is that me, her, and my one sister, because I do have four sisters, but the one sister that she just lives down the road from my parents, we have very similar tastes in what we like to stitch on, so we can share, and it's awesome. All right, so that is everything. I will be participating in Stitch Mania this year, but I'm going to do a separate video because I don't want this one to be super, super long. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video right here. I want to thank everybody for watching, for taking the time to comment. I really, truly appreciate it. If you are new and you got through the end, I hope you consider subscribing. I hope everyone gives, can give a thumbs up and just gives me a little bit more exposure to the community. And I'm gonna say that's it for right now. So until next time, guys, happy stitching. Bye.